So today I'm here with my first favorites video of 2015. It's my January favorites. The first product that I'm going to talk about is my favorite primer of 2015 so far. I bought this in 2015, so I didn't have it in 2014, so it's definitely like a new favorite, and it is the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. I feel like a lot of people have been talking about this lately, and I actually heard about it on Nicole Guerrero's Best of Beauty 2015 or 2014 video that she posted earlier this month. She said that this was like her favorite primer. It's a replenishing face primer with coconut water, electrolytes, and probiotics. It's silicone free, so it doesn't have that slippery feeling on your face. It feels very hydrating, it's very balancing, smoothing. I like it a lot. So this is the primer that I've been using pretty much every day so far this year. I have a foundation favorite, which first of all is kind of crazy because I tend to like know which foundations I like and kind of go back to them, but the crazier part is it's a freaking drugstore foundation, which is so rare for me. I haven't liked a drugstore foundation or a new one in a while, but I found this one probably through a YouTube review or something. I don't remember who did it, but it is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, and I have mine in 103 Natural Buff. It says that it's a 24-hour foundation. I've never worn it for that long, but it really lasts a long time. Like when I put this on for work in the morning, I know that when I come home in the evening, it's gonna look okay. Like that's how long it lasts. It says that it's a pro matte finish. I find that to be probably true. It is like a demi matte, like a satin kind of finish, not totally matte. I like it. I really like it a lot. So that's my favorite foundation for the month of January, and I will probably continue to use it for a while. Two products that are semi-new to my collection. I did buy them before 2015. I bought them probably in November, but I don't know if I've mentioned them in a favorites video. I know that I've mentioned them probably like in makeup tutorials or just using them in looks or whatever, but they are two Charlotte Tilbury products, and these for me have become like holy grail items. The first is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow, which is a highlighter and bronzer palette. I'm wearing it today. I'm wearing both the highlighter and the bronzer. I seriously have been wearing them every day because they're so easy. They blend out so beautifully. I throw the bronzer on with my giant fluffy, my Marc Jacobs bronzing brush. This is what I use in the bronzer, and I just like put it all up in my cheeks and on my temples. So that's what I use with the bronzer. And then with the highlight side, I'll go in with, this is an Eco Tools fan brush that I picked up, and this is what I use to apply my highlighter every day. I just apply it on those tops of my cheekbones, and it keeps them looking extra shiny and glam, and I absolutely love this. I wear it every single day, including like for work. I wear this every day. I'm obsessed, guys. You need this in your life. And the other Charlotte Tilbury product that I'm also gonna say obsessed and you need this in your life, the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat. It's a shape and resize lip liner, and mine is in the shade Pillow Talk, and mine is like, it's kind of small now, and I haven't even had it for that long, and I don't go through lip liners this quickly. This is the fastest I've ever gone through a lip liner, and I love it. This, again, I can wear it every single day. I'm wearing it right now. It's like the color of my lips. First of all, the coloring of it is perfect because you really can just like cheat your lip size and shape by, you know, overlining a little bit or adding a little bit of more arch on the top. Whatever you want to do to your lips, you can do it with this. And it's really creamy, which is kind of a difference between this and some of the MAC lip liners. I feel like they don't dry your lips out, but the formula of them is very dry so that they can kind of drag and they're kind of harder to apply. This is just so smooth and creamy and beautiful, and there's nothing bad I can say about it. You need a Charlotte Tilbury lip cheat in your life. Next up, I have a little brow product, and I actually have a brow routine coming up. I filmed it, and I'm hoping it turned out okay so that I can post it. But this is one of the products that I've been using in my brows every single day. Not sure whether I've mentioned this in the favorites or not yet, but it's the Tarte Amazonian Colored Clay Tinted Brow Gel. And the reason I love this so much compared to, let's say, like the Benefit Gimme Brow, and I do talk about this in the brow video, so I don't want to say, you know, don't want to ramble on about it forever, but the wand on this Tarte guy is tiny. It's teeny, teeny, tiny. It's like a millimeter, and it makes it really easy to just draw or not draw, but you know, fill in your brows and kind of set them down, and it adds a little bit of color as well. So don't have a ton to say about this because like I said, it's coming up in another video soon, so check that out. In the month of January, somewhere towards the beginning slash middle, around like the 13th, 17th, I think I was there for 4 days, I went to Vegas. First I went on a work trip, and then my boyfriend came and met me, and we kind of made a weekend out of it. And I only brought one eyeshadow palette with me on the trip. And I was very happy with it because when I brought it, I was kind of jumping out on a limb because I had never really used it before. It was brand new at the time that I brought it with me. And I did show this in a haul video, but I brought the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette with me on the trip. And this is, like I said, the only palette that I brought with me. It's the only palette that I used. And like I said, it was like a work trip turned Vegas fun trip with my boyfriend. So these shadows were appropriate for both like the work conferences and the events that happened in the daytime, and then they were also appropriate for like going out at night. And we actually saw Calvin Harris perform there on his birthday, which was like a favorite moment of January for me as well. This palette is amazing. I showed it in my, like I said, my Sephora haul, and when I showed it then, I had never used it before, and the color that I was most excited about was the peanut butter shade, and definitely that is a color that I used as a transition shade, I think, like every single day while I was there. I also love the Nougat shade as a transition shade. It's kind of like a dark, actually like a very light taupe. I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe. I also love Butter Pecan and Coconut Cream, the two highlight shades that they give you. And I loved Bon Bon as like an all over the lid shade. So yeah, I also really liked Truffled as an eyeliner, and Licorice and Cocoa Chili. I pretty much used like almost all of the colors. I did not use the blue one, but most of the other ones I used, and I just really enjoyed having this palette with me. I'm glad that it's the one that I brought, and I feel like I got a lot of good use out of it, and I love it. And of course, I haven't mentioned this yet, but of course it smells like chocolate. Who doesn't like chocolate? I feel like it smelled a lot stronger when I first got it, but oh well, whatever. Speaking of Vegas and how I went there, I did try to take pretty minimal makeup products. I think I took 2 blushes, but the one that I ended up using all the time and that I've continued to use and that I used prior to Vegas, I just love this blush, so I'm going to mention it in my January favorites. It is the NARS blush in Madly. This is a pretty popular like cult product. I think I've heard like Amanda Ensing talk about this before, and it looks really light on camera. It looks like a really light brown. It looks like MAC's Soft Brown with like a little bit of shimmer in it or something, but it goes on your cheeks so beautifully. I'm wearing it today mixed with one other blush from Chanel, but you don't need to mix it with anything. If you want like a neutral cheek look that will go with anything, like if you're doing a smoky eye and you're like, what do I put on my cheek so it doesn't clash? This goes with everything, and it's so natural that like even if you're not doing a smoky eye, if you're putting barely any makeup on, this looks really pretty too because it's not a very intense color. It just looks really natural on your cheeks, and it gives you a pretty kind of bronzy glow. I love it, but I feel like light skin tones could wear it too because the color is not very dark. So NARS Madly is a huge love of life, not just of the month of January. The nail polish of the moment, or the nail polish that I've been wearing, the one I'm wearing right now, is OPI's Miami Beat. It could work both ways. It could transition you from summer to fall, but it also, I feel like, can transition you from winter to spring because it's like a pretty berry shade. It's very true to the color of a beet. I like this shade a lot. It's not too bright. It's pretty. I like it, and it's what's in my January favorites, so yeah. I have already showed on my channel a couple times the Urban Decay sub version. This is the lash primer. It is the white, I guess you could say, like the white mascara that you put on before you put on your regular mascara, and this is apparently for thicker, longer, and stronger lashes. And then the second step in their system is the Urban Decay Per version, which is for bigger, blacker, badder lashes. And these both have pretty thick wands, which I like. I feel like they do add a lot of volume, but I will say I don't think the Per version adds a ton of length. So if you're the kind of person who likes really, really long lashes, this probably isn't for you. But if you like very, very voluminous lashes, you will love this combo. I had really been wanting to go to this little vegan market while I was in Denver. I follow them on Instagram, and we don't have anything like that in Houston. It's called Nooch, N-O-O-C-H. So if you're ever in Denver and you're vegan, or you're into going and buying some vegan products, go and check that little market out. It's so cute, and I wanted to buy everything in it. I wanted it to be like my pantry, but they also had a small selection of beauty products, and I was checking that out. I really wanted to buy like a nice vegan skincare item, and I was running out of my Lush tea tree water. In fact, I have run out now. It's going to be my next empties video, but I found this, which is a handcrafted facial toner. It's called Blemish Buster, and it says it's for oily and problem skin with cucumber extract. It is by the brand called The Fanciful Fox, and it is out of Brooklyn. It says it's 2 fluid ounces, vegan and cruelty free, made with plants, not chemicals. It's alcohol free, and it's organic witch hazel based. So I thought this was going to be really nice for spraying on as a toner, and it has been. I will say I really do like it, which is why it's in my favorites. Obviously, I think it does what it claims, and I have no doubt that it's great for my skin. My one, I guess, minor complaint about it is that the smell is very medicinal. I do think it's comparable to that tea tree water from Lush, so if you like using that, you might like using this one. And it's sometimes nice to support those kind of smaller, more like homemade, handcrafted brands. I like that sometimes. Do you guys like that? Do you guys like supporting small businesses? Let me know in the comments. I feel like peppermint is a huge love of mine, and it gets so like trendy in the Christmas season. Everyone brings out like peppermint this and peppermint that and peppermint bark and peppermint hot chocolate. But then kind of like after January, it's kind of like out of season. So I've been trying to use up all my peppermint stuff in January. And 2 of my favorite like peppermint products that I've been absolutely loving this past month are, first of all, my candle, Twisted Peppermint from Bath & Body Works. I got this on a mega sale from Bath & Body Works. I ordered it online, and I probably ended up paying like less than $10 for it or something crazy. And it smells so good. You guys have probably smelled this, but if you haven't smelled Twisted Peppermint, I think I've talked about it in a favorites video before. It's merry and bright. Peppermint celebrates the season with notes of vanilla and sugary musk in this cheer-filled scent. So yeah, if you haven't smelled this, it's not just straight up like strong peppermint. It has kind of like a creamy, vanilla-y undertone to the peppermint, which is really, really nice. So if you haven't checked this out, unfortunately the season's over. I'm not sure if they're still selling it. You might have to wait till next year, but I was loving burning this in my room in January, and even my boyfriend was like, oh my god, that smells so good. So had to mention this guy. This is from the Republic of Tea, which is one of my favorite tea brands for sure. This is the Peppermint Bark Tea. It's a cool winter herb tea with organic green rooibos with organic peppermint, vanilla, and cocoa. And I got this at Whole Foods. I think I literally only have 2 tea bags left, you guys, and there were 36 in here. So that's how much I love this tea. It's so good. It's really hard to describe the taste of a tea, but it really does taste like peppermint bark. It's similar to this Twisted Peppermint in that it's not just like straight up intense peppermint. It has that vanilla creamy undertone to it. So I really like making tea lattes with this stuff, like steeping a cup of tea of this and then adding like some almond milk or something. It's so good. I love it. This is like my favorite tea ever. I would probably drink it like year round. I don't need it to be Christmas to drink peppermint bark tea. I love you, peppermint bark tea. Okay, so 2 random non-beauty related favorites here. I have a giant venti cup that I bought at Starbucks. This is from their Dot collection, so I got it on sale after the holidays, and this is just a giant gold cup. And I got some cold drink in it, and it comes with this straw which has like a thing so it doesn't come all the way out. And yeah, you can put cold drinks in there, and I take this to work all the time, and I love it because who doesn't love venti coffees? Like if you're gonna drink an iced coffee, go big or go home. That's what I say. So I love this guy. And then another fun non-beauty favorite that I've been loving is this purse. And this was actually given to me as a Christmas gift from my aunt. Her name is Marina, so thank you, Marina, if you're watching this. And it is this gorgeous mustard yellow color. What I love about it is, number one, the color, because it's so pretty. I don't have any other purses this color, and surprisingly, it matches with a lot of stuff. Like, I've been wearing it to work every single day. I also really love this classy like tassel that's on it. I love tassels for some reason, and this one looks really nice. It has gold detailing, which I love gold detailing. I'm wearing silver today, but I very rarely wear silver. And the final thing that I like about it is that it has little feet on it, like a nice quality bag. Like, it's got little feet so the bottom doesn't get all torn up and ruined. So I have been loving this guy. It has a pocket on the inside as well, like a zipper pocket to store stuff in. And then I have a bunch of like crap in there, so we're not going to show you that. But yeah, this has been definitely a favorite because I've been wearing it like all month non-stop, and I love it. And I have no idea where she got it. So I think the label on it says Anna Ehrlich, E-H-R-L-I-C-H. I think that's what it says on there. So I'll see if I can find it. If I can, I'll link it below, but I might not be able to. So I just really like this, and I really like the shape of it as well. I like how it has these little wings that come out. It kind of reminds me of like that Celine shape. I mean, obviously this is not a Celine bag, but it's just like a trendy shape, and it's like smart for work, but it's fun and playful for outside of work, and I love it. So thank you. Alright you guys, that's it for my January 2015 favorites. I really hope you enjoyed this first favorites video of the year. Please thumbs up this video if you did enjoy it, and leave me a comment down below telling me what your favorites for the month have been. I love hearing you guys' favorites and recommendations. Go follow me on Instagram if you're not following me already. It's just at Daniela June, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!